Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Godsoe, and welcome to Velocity Online Racing's channel coverage of Round 3 of Season 2 of the Global IndyCar Challenge. As we come today back from another oval at Charlotte Motor Speedway, one that we don't hit very often. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope we're now a week into this first of the year, and hope your first week has been a good one. And green flag is out, and we are off. And look at all the Altena Autosports cars split up at the front. Nice jump by Christensen on the high side. He moves up the third spot as he's now already challenging for second as we are down the backstretch. And F-Teak is staying on the bottom. He is protecting. We're going to go 3 wide. I told you can't do that very well here. We do that, although the continuation are almost on the finish of lap 1. As now we go 2 wide, 2 by 2 by 2 down the front straight, completion of lap 1. It is F-Teak, O'Sullivan, Law. We got a car clip going through the quad oval. Not sure who that was. This F-Teak, O'Sullivan, Law, Altena, and Christensen. One of the things we talked about in the pre-races, really, in day races, especially when you get some heat into the tarmac here, and the tires degrade as we see the inside. A good send there through the middle. I think there might have been a little bit of a lift there. That was, I believe, Steinecker. Maybe somebody's driver's a little bit further back, such as Luis Nunez, who's up 6 spots to 13th, is saving his tires a little bit. But those of us, those up at the front racing hard, your tires are already pretty warm at this point, and the good of them are worn off. And now it's just kind of holding on and trying to maintain your position and get to that first of what could be as many as 6, but probably 4 or 5 pit stops this afternoon.
On board with Nunez, trying to find his way to the inside. Saying no thank you as Henk Jan Steinecker. He's going to hold on for a little bit more, but I think it's going to be trying to delay
a little bit of a Pruitt fade there as he tried to shut the door, and Luis Nunez goes underneath and says, I got the position, nice try. You're not going to get me 2 times in a row.
He's not hanging about it. He's going straight up at the inside of... who's that in front of him? He's gone straight past Gardner as well, so really not hanging about.
Not sure exactly where. Oh, wow, weird. Getting loose in the quad oval area.
Yeah, it's just, I think if we see the onboard, you'll see he'll just touch the left-hand side wheel on that apron. So he's touched the apron there.
Apron bad.
It seems to be okay. And yeah, look at that. Ever so slightly, and he just goes straight through the grass.
Here is that incident at the start. Very reminiscent of what we saw just a little bit ago with the other incident.
And I believe, I think I know what this is actually. I think this is into turn 3. There's going to be a touch. There we go, almost into the outside wall. And these two are actually still together on live pictures. So they haven't swapped places as we ride on board now with Ortiz. Yeah, that was very lucky.
We'll just watch a little bit further. Christensen got loose off of 4.
I know that there's a lot of like camber drop away. You sort of go down a bit of a hill a little bit as we now look at Aman Lal and F-Tank for second place.
Ortiz and Deck back. They're side by side, but they've about lost it on multiple occasions. Watching last lap speeds, it is the top 3 really have a handle on this late stint run right now. O'Sullivan 210, Lal 210, Nunez 213. Oh, Sissek just slides up in front of Dory there. Remember, he was off into the infield grass a little bit earlier in this race, and as he recovered to P9. Caution!
So that's Vinci.
I don't think he touches anything damage-wise. He's going to hit a couple of the bumps, the curbs for the road course that are going to upset this car. Does he get the front? No. Oh.
That's about as Tokyo Drift as you can get it, right?
But everyone's coming to pit road. They badly needed to come to pit road. So everybody decides to make a universal decision to make that stop now. Watch F-Tank. Did he miss? Yes, he's going to have to roll back. He missed his marks. That's going to cost him a second or so and a couple of positions on pit road. He'll spin by, and we're going 3 wide at the line. That was, I believe, Christensen, F-Tank, right around there. They've sorted it out, but into 1, it's O'Sullivan, Lal, Nunez, Altena, and they are right together. Altena looking on the high side of Nunez, down the backstretch, staying low to protect Liam O'Sullivan. Here comes Lal on the high side. Nunez wants to follow O'Sullivan through. He might try to pick up a position. We are jockeying really hard, and there's that aggression level I was anticipating with these new tires, JJ.
this is sort of what the last thing that Nunez needs is. His main championship contenders are, let's have a look, I would say probably O'Sullivan at the moment, and
Car spinning off of turn 2 to the inside wall. That is Heisman. We're still green. We're still green.
I want to blame that on a weight jacker thing, but
that is a little bit of a twitch in the back. That's a little the too much weight jacker. The back end likes to kick out on exit. Another we're watching a little bit more in this. And car almost into the inside wall there. That was Gardner.
Yes, these cars seem like such a handful, almost like they're too quick for this circuit at this current moment in time as he comes off, and this is going to be very close. Yeah, look at that. Massive, massive save. You hardly saw the steering wheel move.
Caution on the racetrack. That is Deck, who is demolished his car off of turn 2 in the inside wall. He gets dirty air from the car in front of him, and it goes right up the racetrack into the wall. And then you basically become glued to the wall. And how he didn't take out Chris Rise, I have no clue. Christensen, with very used tires, is going to bring the field up to speed. Right behind him is Heisman, who's not on the lead lap. And then we're going to have Law, O'Sullivan, F-Teak, and Altena all on freshies. They're going to be coming very forward very quickly, and we're going to see how quickly they can get up to the leader as Christensen is going to go into turn 1. I think he can probably hold him off on the bottom, but eventually I think these new tires, as much as he's going to hold the bottom, is going to allow these guys to try to pass him on the high side, but he's not even going to go low. He's going to allow Law to get to the low side. He's going to bring Heisman with him as Christensen stays high, who's unfortunately giving a little dirty air to O'Sullivan coming off the corner, but put Law back to the lead.
Is he going to go for the lead? I think he's going to give it a go.
Contact between Heisman and F-Teak. F-Teak into the wall, and that is damage. He's trying to hold it up there, not to collect another car, but that is going to be race done for the guy who started on the pole.
Here's the replay. So Efton takes to the outside line, and there you just see a tiny bit of contact.
I think with those older tires from Christensen, he had to lift a little bit going into the corner. He wasn't as fast, and all of a sudden the closing rates of these cars that Heisman saw, and he had to take evasive action, and unfortunately that caused a car on his outside. Didn't know that was going to happen. He all of a sudden shows up on the scene, and that's where the contact happened. You don't see much of a better show with going through the lineup right now. They go side by side, almost touch wheels on the one.
This has the recipe for the greatest battle of titans. We saw a hip check into the first corner. They go, "No, I'm not giving you any room." Well, I'm not going to give you any room. Luis Nunez on the
high side again.
Track, but this high side again working so well for that blue Altena Autosport car. But he's going to have to travel the distance. Here comes Luis Nunez. I think they're going to stay like this for quite a while, you know, Gary. And side by side for another half a lap here. They're going to
clears him.
There we go. And so now he clears him.
But he's only fallen to 6th and has maintained his spot pretty comfortably inside the top 10. He should come to pit road as that car is still wiggling through the double dog legs. That thing is pretty vicious right now. The best thing he has for his car is right now very light on fuel as he's going to do another lap. But we're watching a battle between Christian Ortiz. What happened with him? And he's still having problems right now. He is down on the apron off of turn 2. He is down underneath the blue line. He is trying to bring that car to pit road, but another evil handling car in this open setup race. Christensen just pitted. He went 56 laps on this stint. He has a go of his onboard and look at his right front tire. That is spent. He might have blown his tire. Caution.
I think there's someone that...
Wow, big loose for Nunez coming off the corner.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, and that's out to the inside wall, and that is day done for our points leader.
I said, you know, when he was following and battling with Altena, I said, he needs to watch that inside line, and he gets a bit loose, takes a massive munch of the inside, and then it's not till he actually gets halfway back up the racetrack where he starts to lose the car, and then as soon as it sort of has that pendulum effect, it starts swinging him towards that inside wall, and that is a monumental impact for Luis Nunez.
And there's why Fiola's got the meatball flag, is that his right front is blown. And what this caution did is it saved him. He's going to be able to come to pit road under normal service and get that taken care of.
Milan Vogelsang will get an incredible start and jump 1, maybe 2 places as we head into turn at number 1 for the restart up into 5th place. He is now back up one position from where he started, and he's not finished yet, as he's got Pim van Gastel in his sights. He's going to go to the inside. Pim doesn't think too much of it, stays high, and I believe that Vogelsang will take the place, although he's got 3 cars right in front of him, so he will get a little bit of dirty air, but it won't affect him too much, considering this is lap 2 now of this stint, and everyone around him, including himself, will have fresh tyres, and hopefully we'll see a bit more action and up at the front compared to the last restart that we had.
Car contact coming in right at the second dog leg, going into turn 1 inside. Fiola's involved. Caution.
The AMR safety team would be well on their way to his car.
Oh, and there was another car that was in the grass, and I think everyone might have been seeing that, and that might have been part of the distraction. We got Steneker's and Henkiang Steneker involved in there. Stock is involved, and there was a fourth car coming through the grass.
So this is Stock on board. So we're going to see Jamie Dory go to the inside. There he goes, and we're going to give him way too much room, and we're up into Fiola's. Fiola's gets loose. We go into the inside wall, and bang. Whoa.
Restart now under the command of Liam O'Sullivan. Law in second, Altena in third. Altena Autosports cars bracketing the podium right now. Then we got Vogelsang, Pim van Gastel, and Gardner. The next 3 are going to try to battle this out. Restart, green flag underway here. 93 to go as we go side by side.
Julian almost got, it looks like he got completely caught napping there as Vogelsang took full advantage. An amazing restart from him, jumps him straight up into 3rd place. And Julian's going to come back at him on the outside line, but I don't know if he will regain the position. I think he does.
Here he does. Big run.
His Altena Autosport teammate moves down to give him the clear air, and he now retakes 3rd place. So Vogelsang will need to think about how he's going to tackle this, because he's in the position that Luis Nunez found himself in.
Lal looking for his 2nd Global IndyCar Challenge victory. Got one a season ago. Liam O'Sullivan, hard to believe he doesn't have a win here, but he could win anytime he's on the racetrack. Vogelsang is missing a right front wing plane.
Yeah, so we've got Vogelsang, who's the more blue of the 2 cars, and Jamie Dory, who's on the outside and sort of
he just cuts across him.
Yeah, so O'Sullivan and Lau are now on the back straight, so Julian will come out. That's quite a hefty gap. That's almost an entire
that's a straightaway lead. And Pim van Gastel, who was our leader, coming to pit road for his final stop, and that turns it over to Hatsuma, who is diving down the pit road, and he is on the apron now. Man Lal is currently your leader, but right behind him is Liam O'Sullivan. They are battling for the lead. Right below them is Hatsuma. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. We're going to go 3 wide into 3. This is a very opportunistic pass and opportunity for O'Sullivan, and he takes the shot and comes out as the leader on the other side. Still a lot to be decided up front with now 13 to go. We got a car sideways off of turn 2 down the backstretch. And that is that is Dory. That is Dory in one of the pink and blue cars. Bad front nose and a bad front left wishbone there.
He doesn't even touch the wall off of turn 2. The rear just comes round. He loses all traction and finds himself, he's very high into turn 1 actually. So maybe this is a new line that he's been trying out over the last couple of laps. Gets a little bit high over the crest off of turn 2 and bang.
Coming off of 4, white flag in the air, 1.5 miles to go here at Charlotte for round 3 of the GIC. Next up is Fuji, but we're going to have another road course, another oval finish here, coming to the back straight one more time for Liam O'Sullivan, who looks like he might be able to bring this thing home. Aman Lal in a distant second now in the middle of the backstretch. Making the turn for home, Liam O'Sullivan, checkered flag is out. First win in the GIC for Liam. Aman Lal is going to bring it home in 2nd spot. And Julian Altena brings it home in 3rd. So we will bring those up in here. Liam O'Sullivan is your winner by 2.7 seconds. Might as well have been 2 laps or 2 miles, just the way that we see IndyCar finishes here at some of these tracks. That is a big, big margin of victory for Liam. Aman Lal 2nd to Julian Altena in 3rd. Christensen in 4th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Great day for Altena Autosports. Pim van Gastel did back his way into a top 5. Vogelsang had to give up a position. I think it might have been Gardner actually got up in the top 5 and then in there and had to fall back because of that lap. I don't remember Pim passing Vogelzang late, but Pim did get that top 5. So best in class for Pim.